Hi, welcome to the GF channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to retrofit a Mazda 6 first generation GG wiper switch with vehicle sensing type. The basic idea is when you're driving and there's light rain, you adjust this position here. But then in city driving, when you stop, now actually let's say you're on the fast, and when you stop, the issue is you have to now turn it on manually to slow because it's too fast for a stopped car. So what they did in the 6, they actually have a speed signal coming to here, because this controls the wipers, that controls the relay, that's all the logic. It's thick, it's big, there's the logic inside. They get a vehicle speed from the vehicle speed sensor. They get signal, and based on that signal, I actually am gonna show you right now, and based on that signal they vary the speed of the wipers. So here, this is a training manual for the 6, and we are on wiper and washer, and it says the operation is the same as of that of 626 GF model, but also we have vehicle speed sensing type windshield wiper system. So how does this look like? And in graphs, yes, that's the graph. You have speed, and the lower the speed, the higher the time for interval time. The bigger the speed, the less of interval time. And these are the exact values. So if you're at the slowest and you're not moving, the slowest will be 11.6 seconds. If you're above 30 kilometers per hour, it will be 9.6 seconds, the slowest. The fastest is 4.2 seconds when you're stopped, and 1.1 while you're driving. So the idea is, because it says that they are the same, just this option is added. I decided I'm gonna grab one and test. And there is a pinout. Where was the pinout? It's in there. Yes, that's the pinout. You can see on this one, and we have to have the signal here. One thing that I do not like is these actually do not have anything written on them, just these numbers here, which do not mean anything for the program Mazda software. There is no model number here, so you cannot tell if this is vehicle speed sensing type or not. The only way that you could let me start the software of Mazda. The only way you could figure that out is let me find Mazda 6, and we want the GG, and here we type lever, and now we have to find combination switch, wiper combination switch, and these are all the types here, all of them. So wait for it, I'm on the wrong. So they do have, for some reason on this software, I have absolutely no idea why, there are two GGs with the same catalog number. Focus. It's the same on the same disc twice. One is second month, the other one is third month. I have no idea, but sometimes different things could be found on the two different numbers. Let's try this one. I believe last time I chose the other one. So where's the combination switch? Yes, wiper combination switch. Yes, and now here you can see menu adjustable, intermit, wiper, whatever, all to one. You see the auto one, manual and auto. These are for 5 and 4 door. That's the difference. So they have two types for 4 door, two types for 5 door, and two types for 4 door. One is manual, one is auto. The only way that you can figure out are you getting the proper switch is by typing the VIN number here and seeing if the car comes with, and then typing lever here, finding whatever the procedure I showed you. Just first choose by VIN number and then see what was installed in the car. That's the only way. Sorry, you cannot just simply go and figure it out but just by looking at, which a bit sucks, but that's the way it's done. Okay, so I'm gonna disassemble this now. I'm gonna do a wiring from there to here, and then I'm gonna test is it working or not. Okay, this is the view from the side of the wiper switch itself. This is the original wiper switch. You can tell by this grounding pin here. This actually goes to the steering column. It connects, doesn't have a plug there, but just touches it, while the Mazda 6 one doesn't have. So all other pins exactly the same. 3 at the top, two pairs of 3 at the top, and then 5 at the bottom with the same offset. 2 missing from the left and 1 at the right. Exactly the same on both places. We are interested in this pin here, the far most on the left bottom row, which is N. So this is your ABS, that's where your speed signal is coming from. You go up, you see that number N for left hand drive, D for right hand drive. We do not care about D. N is what we need. And now if we look, close this one. And now if we look here, this is it. So you have to look at that side, and we are interested in at the bottom second on the left. See, it's missing. There's nothing here. Perfect. That's what we need. Here we need to add a plug. So I should have somewhere here. Yes, some wires. I have both small one and I have a thick one. These are thick ones, all of them. So I'm gonna grab one of the thick ones, see which color is closest to the color for VSS. And because I've actually used VSS twice before, once for this and once for the cruise control at the bottom, and this time I'm gonna try to figure out where it is here, because the distance will be shorter from here to here. So I'll disassemble this, trace the signal now. If you do not know how to remove this, you have screws here. Then you need, of course, to this also holds the plastic. You need to remove it, and then these two have actually kind of clips. They sit like that. Come on. They sit like that. So what you do is squeeze hard on both sides, and this is just gonna pop, and you remove them. Then you have 2 such screws that hold this here and here on that side, like that. So this is like that, and you have the 2 screws here. You remove them and you're good to go. Instrument cluster was removed and wire was identified. So if you do not know how to remove the instrument cluster, first you start by unscrewing those 2 here at the top, which will remove then, which will allow you then to just pull this there are clips here and here. So two screws and 2 clips. Unscrew and just pull. After that you have to unscrew from here, and at the top. You're gonna be able to see here there is a, yes, this one. You unscrew those and then start unplugging, and make sure you leave this on, because if you do not leave this on, such thing happens. This is too sharp. There's metal here actually that will scratch your plastic cover on the instrument cluster. That's with this explanation, and the wire which we are interested in is this one. I am checking this because I know, let me show you why. So this is again the informational display, so the trip computer pin out. We are interested in the vehicle speed, which is L. Now L is here, third one at the bottom, which in our case, shit, it fell off. So if you look like that, that's the color. It's green with red. This one here. And here is the same color, green with red. And I did test with a multimeter for continuity. I'm not gonna show you because my probe just fell off, and it will be very hard to plug it in with one hand. But I did test between here and here. It is the same wire. So this is, you can see, this is like that. This is the second connector from the left to right. Then you're interested in the wires that are towards you, where the clip is here, and you're interested in the third one from the right to the left, third one. I'm gonna cut this one, not gonna use such thing. Turns out this is not good idea here, because this actually hits and constantly makes noises. I'm gonna have to actually wrap this one. I was wondering what was doing the noise. I did figure it. This actually makes the noise. So here, not gonna use such thing. I'm just gonna cut a bit and use some soldering so I can make a connection and pull the wire down to here. Now, since I do not have, since I do not have that long of a wire, I'm just planning to grab this one, cut it here, connect some normal wire like that, connect it, and then at the end of the normal wire again connect the other part, so it will look like here will be this color, and when you look here will be again this color, but in the middle will be different color, which will be wrapped with electrical tape, so you wouldn't tell the difference. And the important part is when you actually look at what's done, you will see this color here and here on both places, so you'll be able to figure it out just by looking. Okay, let's start with getting the cable through. And cable is done. This is how it looks like. It starts like that, then all black, 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 and then this. You can't even tell there's actually a red cable in the middle. Now I'll plug this one here. What you need to know here is the way you actually plug is you have to first pull this up. As you can see, I already have it up, and then plug in and then squeeze this down, and that will do the trick for plugging it in. Okay, so I'm gonna now pass down the cable, plug it in, do everything back in stock condition so car looks good, and then we go and test. One thing interesting, I was actually want to tell you. One way you can get the speed signal is if you actually have a model of car that has this button. This means it doesn't have trip computer here, but instead in some models trip computer is here, because this whole thing here is Bose sound system. So your plug will actually be like that. This is the plug for a Bose. And interesting part is the Bose system has this functionality of increasing your volume when the speed increases. So because with speed, noises in the car actually increase, that is why they actually compensate with a little bit more volume. Unnoticeable, just enough to make you feel like the car doesn't get noisier. So you have a VSS here in this plug. It's hard to see, it's right in the middle. It's the same color. You can probably see it. One of the tiny wires, same coloring. But on the other side I do not have a pin, so I did not use it here. But you can unplug this one if you're never ever gonna use a Bose system, which is in my case true. I'm sticking with one DIN simple radio. Or add a pin on this side and then get a cable to here. That way you won't cut from here. But this tip is only for systems which have models with Bose system and they're without the Bose system. So really narrow margin there of users. And that's it. Let's connect everything and test. Okay, I'm running. Car has stopped. So let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's start. See what happens. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, increasing. 1, 2. I'm about 40 now. 1, 2. It does increase. 1. So it is definitely faster, and now I'm stopping for the stoplight. Okay, I have stopped. Wow. And now it's slower. Now again I start. Faster. It is definitely faster. That's beautiful. That's just beautiful. Yes. Now I'm slowing down again. Come on. I'm barely moving, but it doesn't seem to actually go any slower. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's 3 seconds. It's not 4, it's 3. So it does work. I'm happy. So let's look closer at the graph and figure out how different is the VSS from the 6 and the 626. We saw that the thing actually works. When I increase the speed, it gets to 1 second. But we saw that when I'm barely moving, it's about 3 seconds. So maximum is 4.2, which is at stopped, and we saw that it's working. The speedometer shows at about 10 probably, something like that. So if we divide this into and then into, it's somewhere around here at 10 kilometers per hour, which is running for human. I wasn't running, I was somewhere around here, slowly walking. So if we divide that by 4, here and here, it's about right. It's 3 seconds here. Somewhere here it's about 3 seconds. it's very steep at the beginning when you drive, very steep, and then after about 15 kilometers per hour, now it's not that steep. So I believe quite the same. Probably there are a few differences, but it works good with the VSS of the 626. I'm happy. I really think everyone should have this modification. It's just plug and play and one wire, short wire. It's easy to do. I hope you like the video. Hit subscribe and wait for more videos. Bye bye.